Hello, guys. I double checked before I hit live that I was in the right spot, but paranoid me, I'm going to double check one more time. One more time, come on. I'm pretty sure I am. And has anybody else noticed like the group looks different? Maybe it's just on my end. I do a lot of stuff on my laptop. Yeah, I'm in the right place. I do a lot of stuff on my laptop, and I went in to like catch up because honestly, y'all might not know this, I haven't worked like in 5 days. My business works and the team page works and everything works and orders come in and all that jazz, but I haven't really done much. And I was on there like looking up stuff on the team page, getting ready to schedule some posts, and I was like, whoa, it looks way different on the laptop than it does. So it was very strange. Tonight we're going to talk about branding, and we're going to try to talk fast, but we know how that goes. And it's so funny that we're going to talk about branding when like I have a scentsy sweatshirt on. Literally did not plan that, but branding does. I know, I'm so worried I'm going to mess up. Turn that off. Branding does not mean you have to be a walking billboard. It doesn't. Now, yes, do I have scentsy stuff? Totally, because it's comfortable and it is free advertisement. But you don't have to. Like, don't think you have to have all of this. I just happen to because it's chilly today and it was what I grabbed. But branding isn't just that. It isn't just wearing a t-shirt that says scentsy. It is not just carrying a bag that says scentsy, which is easy ways to brand yourself without being a human billboard. Like if you have a kid in sports, carry a bunch of your stuff in a scentsy bag. It's not that big of a deal. Because as a mom who has kids in sports, you have like their bag of crap and your bag of crap. Have one of those bags say scentsy on it. It's a very, very easy way to brand without being like, hi, I'm Amber, I'm a scentsy consultant, because that gets annoying. Again, a t-shirt, easy thing to do. One, get one that you like, that's comfortable and it's cute and everything that you enjoy to wear, and wear it just like you would any other t-shirt or any other sweatshirt or anything like that. And it's a handy dandy little thing when you go out and about. Now, I can personally say I've never gotten any business from wearing a scentsy clothes or wearing a scentsy bag, but still, I don't know, like nobody's ever stopped me. I'm like, oh my gosh, really? I just said I was going to go live. What do you need? What do you want? You can get ice. You don't have to, I've never had anybody be like, yo, I see your shirt. I've never had that. But it's an easy way to brand yourself. But the big thing that I wanted to talk about tonight is your graphics, your VIP group. That is a way of branding. I don't know if you guys have ever noticed, but almost all of my graphics have the exact same text font. The biggest font is the biggest text is a certain font, and then the next size is a certain font, and then the next size is a certain font. Always. I try to always use the same colors. I try to make them all look very, very similar. And the reason I do that is y'all can use them. And it's funny, y'all can use them. But your customers know they're mine. If they originated as my customers, because some of you did, because some of you were my customers to begin with, and then you decided to join, so that I gave you your customers, because that's just what you do. And I've had people go, I saw so-and-so used one of your flyers. I knew it was yours because of the way it looked and branded. Now, you can always change it. Don't think just because you do it one way, you have to stick with that. You can change it and make it any way you want. And it takes a while, and I'm actually in the process of changing some things. But it's a way for people to know without even knowing that it's you. Those flyers don't have those graphics don't have any of my information on it, and I make sure not to put my information on so you guys can use it. But people know. My thank you cards, I try to be the same. Any little flyers or things like that I stick in bags, or my labels for things, I try to make everything look very, very similar so people know what they're getting. People know who it's coming from without me having to put everything on it. And that is a way of branding, something to think about. It's hard. I'm not going to lie. It's hard. Making graphics sometimes is tricky for some people. And having a theme, having a feeling in your VIP group is also another way of branding, because they know what they're going to get. If you're the type of person who just posts, hey, look at these mini fans, got questions? They're going to know that you're the type of person who isn't going to give them much information. And that's just, I'm not saying that's bad and I'm not saying that's good. I'm just saying they're going to know that they're always going to have to seek out the information from you. That if they want more detail or more information, they know they have to reach out to you, or they have to find it themselves. If you're the type, I'm the type that always I misspell things constantly. I don't capitalize my I's, as Yasha will tell you. There's just things that I don't do, and it's not on purpose. It's just me. But my customers know that in my VIP group, I'm going to say dude, I'm going to say totally, I'm going to say like a million times. I'm going to misspell things. I don't capitalize my I because it's a waste of my time. They know that they're going to get the detail. They know that I'm going to be over the top and bubbly and weird because that's just who I am. They know that my lives are going to be a hot mess, and most generally in my pajamas and no bra. They know that I'm going to go live every single Saturday night, regardless if I'm on vacation or not. I'm going to go live with something. Why? Because they know I'm branded that way. I'm consistent that way. Branding is just another form of consistency. They know what they're getting. So grab you a scentsy bag. We've got a ton of them. And like I said, you don't have to be decked head to toe, and you don't have to be obnoxious. Like, here, look. I know, I never capitalize my eyes. You don't have to be like, look, here's my scentsy. Like, you don't have to do that. Like, don't be weird. But I have a ton of scentsy shirts that are cute, and most of them I got because I attended an event. Carry a bag. Again, we all have stuff we have to carry. Have a cohesive flow in your stuff, your labels, even if it's just a color scheme. I'm in the process of changing it. I like simple, but I also like messy, if that makes sense. So right now, you notice most of my graphics, my flyers, they have the blue border around it, and it's a white background. And which I love because that's just who I am. It's simple, but it's also not messy enough. So I'm working and throwing in like paint splatter type of elements behind it, just to kind of change it up a little. But people know by my font, they know by my color choices, they know by the style exactly who did that graphic. They just do. It's how it works. And I don't even have to have my name on it. Another branding, some people brand their cars. That is 100% up to you if you want to brand your car with your information on it. As a cop wife, I could tell you, be careful, check with your insurance provider, because your car is now a walking billboard. And some insurance providers will charge you more for that because it's now considered a commercial vehicle and you're going to need commercial plates. So just check with your insurance provider and your states and things like that before you go and brand your whole entire vehicle. And that's just to make sure you don't get your butt in trouble. But you could do that. Some people do that. Your business cards, your business magnets. I don't do business cards. I only do business magnets. If you have a stamp, your stamp looks the same. Like, they're just little things that if you are doing things correctly and consistently and trying to stay the same, your people are going to know. My people know that I'm switching to as much as I can environmentally friendly products, as much as silly as that sounds, I am. And they're taking the journey with me in my VIP group. They know that if they get a brown craft paper bag with a recyclable bow on it, they know it's me without even having to open it, because they know the journey that they're taking with me. Do you need to have a name, like a business name? I know Yasha has her name, like a business. That's up to you. Like, we are Enlivened Royalty as a team, as a group. Do you have to have something? Not really. I've always went with, I think, wickless royalty, I think, just because in the beginning I was all like, I have to do all the things. I have to do all the things. I have to brand myself. I have to have a name. I have to have a logo. I have to have all of these things. And that was the only thing I come up with, because if you don't know, I have a princess complex. I do. I'm not ashamed of it. I treat it that way, and that's okay. So I felt like I was going to go with that, and I don't know. And you can change it. Don't ever feel that you are locked in to anything. Don't ever feel like you have to, like you pick something in the beginning and you can't change it. You can always change something. It's not locked in stone. You will find something that fits you, that feels you, that screams you, and it may take quite a few tries before you get to that point. But don't feel you have to either. There are many, many, many top consultants that don't have any like name, logo, or anything like that. You don't have to. You really, really don't. But if you want to, you can. You have to remain in the compliance guidelines, but still, you can. But it's up to you. It's just little things. Branding is sort of like a consistency thing. It's so that your customers know it is you without you screaming, hey, it's me. It's also a way that people know you're still working. We all have consultants that we know, because that's always the fear as all of y'all join. Oh my gosh, there's so many consultants. Well, here's the deal. There's probably 3 of you on this live right now that aren't working your business as a consultant, like as a full-time business. And that's totally fine. So almost everybody knows a consultant, but they also know a consultant who's not really working. So branding is also another way, a consistent way of people knowing, yes, I know a scentsy consultant, and yes, I know she is working, and yes, I know she's going to take care of you. Not, well, I think, I mean, she was, but I'm not sure if she's still doing it or not. You know, maybe you want people to be like, I know a girl. I know a scentsy consultant. She's going to take care of you. She's going to get real good. You're going to know. You're going to know. You want that. And the way to do that is you brand yourself and you're consistent. No, you don't have to have one right away, and you're not stuck with it. You really, really aren't. And you don't need one. You don't have to have one. It is not a requirement. It is not a rule. It is just some people like to do that. Some people like to have that logo to stick on things so that they are branded. And it is up to you. Branding doesn't have to be a logo. Branding could be colors. Branding could be a font. Branding can be a style. You know, it does not have to specifically be one thing or another. And it doesn't have to be, hi, I'm Amber, I'm a scentsy consultant. What is your name? What do you do? You don't have to be creepy. Like, don't have to be creepy. You can be chill about it. Like I said, I didn't even like realize what I was wearing today until I just got on this live, and I was like, oh, that's convenient. Like, I'm branded. Do I always have something with scentsy on it? No, I had to think for a minute. But I do own a lot. I do own a lot of t-shirts that say scentsy. But I don't do it on purpose. I don't think today I'm going to Kroger, let's put on a scentsy outfit. I don't. I have a hat for days when I have bad hair days that say scentsy. I really don't pay any attention. It is just a piece of item of clothing in my wardrobe that I grab and I put on. So it doesn't have to be strategic. You need a bag to carry your kids' football gear in, grab a scentsy one. You know, don't think too much into it, but think enough about it that people know what you're doing, if that makes sense. And then your graphics. If you are the type of person who makes graphics, it is handy to start figuring out a theme, a style, a color. Some people will tell you to do those mood boards, you know, where it's like pick 3 fonts and pick some colors, or find 3 pictures that scream happiness to you and then go off those pictures. I think that's how it usually starts, is you're supposed to go and find 3 pictures of something that brings you joy, that you love. Like, oh my gosh, I love X, Y, and Z. You find those pictures and then you break them down. What are the colors in those pictures? That's your mood. What style font goes with those pictures? Those are your fonts. You can do those, but you don't have to. You don't. I usually stick with jewel toned colors just because I like darker colors, because black and white and gray aren't the prettiest, and those usually are all I wear. But you don't have to. You can change things around and play around with it and experiment with it. Do not think you are stuck. That's a big thing. Do not think, holy shit, I have to pick something and I'm going to stick with it forever. And you don't have to. You really don't. Even when you pick a team name, if you have a team at all, team means one person underneath of you. If you have one person underneath of you, well, you are officially a team. Do not think you have to pick a team name right away. And do not think that you're stuck with that team name. People change their team names. It happens, and then that's okay. So don't think you're stuck with it. It took me forever. I was Smelly Amber's team for like a long time. Because Trisha, who I don't think she's watching, Trisha was a customer of mine, and she would always refer to me as Smelly Amber, and it stuck. It just stuck. And then she joined our team, and it just all stuck until I hit director and I got the email that I'm, if you want to declare your team name. And I was like, but even then you can change it. Do not think that you are stuck with your name. You can change it. But it's just things to think about. It's easy, yet scary, but it is important because you want people to know. You want people to know what you do. You want people to, when they think of Scentsy, they think of you. Somebody says, oh my gosh, I need a Scentsy consultant. You want them to think of you. Now you'll have it where you're like, are you serious? That bitch just asked for a Scentsy consultant. She knows what I do. I get that all the time. Don't take mean. Don't think of it as a bad thing. People have absent-minded. But you want them to know. And the way that you do that is being consistent and being branded. Okay? Super simple, super easy. If you want to brainstorm about graphics, let me know. If you want to brainstorm colors and ideas, or like do one of those posts like name 3 things you think about when you hear me kind of posts, do them. Figure it out. We can work through it, but it is something to think about. It is. Same colors, start there. All your text has the same color, on your business cards, on your flyers, on your thing. Start there, or even a font. Start little and try to use the same font all the time. And then it'll finally start to flow because you'll be like, okay, this font looks good with this and this. So you'll find your rhythm, but it's just something I wanted to talk about tonight. And again, you don't have to be a walking billboard. I don't strategically plan my clothes. I just grab a shirt and go. And it's kind of funny because my shirt underneath of this one is a Scentsy shirt. Let me see if I can pull it up without y'all seeing me. Let's see. Haha. I didn't plan it, really. I knew what we were talking about tonight, but I didn't plan like this. I didn't think, let's strategically put this on because this is what we're talking about. It really wasn't. It just happened that way. So that's about it. If you have questions, please shout at me. Always just shout at me. And I will talk to you guys later.